Puede que no luzca como el peso pesado más atlético que haya existido jamás, pero Andy Ruiz Jr. definitivamente pega durísimo. Y cuando la gente subestima a sus oponentes en el boxeo, las consecuencias suelen ser catastróficas. Ruiz es la prueba viviente de que las apariencias se engañan. Y cuando pegas como él, nunca estás lejos de romper las apuestas. Hay una razón por la cual este tipo logró uno de los knockouts más impactantes de todos los tiempos contra Anthony Joshua. Ha pasado desapercibido durante años, pero con su legado ya escrito en piedra, ahora es el momento perfecto para reflexionar sobre la legendaria carrera de Andy Ruiz. Es el primer campeón mundial de peso pesado en la historia del boxeo de ascendencia mexicana y uno de los favoritos del público más grandes de esta era. Recuerda, si quieres apoyar al canal, asegúrate de usar la función de hype. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Juan Luis López. Todo peleador necesita algunos rivales accesibles para iniciar su carrera profesional. Y aunque Juan Luis López aún no había ganado una pelea como profesional, todos tienen que empezar en algún punto. La pregunta era si podría dar la sorpresa ante este prospecto en ascenso.
Andy Ruiz coming on big. He's in the blue and black, and here a torrent of punches, and Gerald the Ritter's taking a good look already.
You know, I saw Andy Ruiz fight the night before Manny Pacquiao fought Joshua Clottey back in March. He fought in a fight that we had here on our Top Rank Live series. He knocked out his opponent in one round, and he is really, I don't care how much he weighs, he's quick-handed, man. He's got very quick hands.
Nice jab, and off that jab set up that big right hand, and now he's inside. He's fighting with a lot of conviction. Well, you know, and give it to him. I mean, if he gets down to 240, he may be able to be something here.
Look at the speed he's throwing these punches in combination.
Lopez looks very discouraged. He's not hanging on, and he's not doing anything offensively, and he's eating a lot of shots early. Approaching the 30-second mark of round one, scheduled for 4. Well, he had a big first round here in Thackerville, Oklahoma. Top Rank Live, back in a moment.
Lopez did some damage in round one, although he was
certainly
almost
I think it was his water
overwhelmed.
bottle. And now they'll flurry, and Ruiz is happy to oblige.
I'm sure, having mentioned that he relocated in Los Angeles, I'm sure a lot of fans out there are wondering if he's worked and sparred with Chris Arreola, the heavyweight of a big build as well. And of course, the market still, not to be stereotypical, but for a Mexican heavyweight, because there just haven't been that many, is wide open.
The world is open. A guy like Ray Lopez, even if he doesn't have the talent, must have. And then you look at, for example, the Peterson brothers and how they came up,
right?
How far they've come.
And in Ray's case, I said, well, what got you off of that track? And he said, when he and his fiancée, when they had a baby girl.
He's been in a fair amount of trouble in this fight. He hadn't done anything offensively, and he could blame that on Andy Ruiz in the black and blue, who has made this fight from the beginning as we're closing in on the halfway point of this 4-round scheduled heavyweight fight. Now there's some left-handed action from Ray Lopez, but Andy Ruiz didn't blink as he continues to move forward.
Yeah, in fact, I gave him a 10-8 round in the first round.
Wow.
And yeah, you know, I think there has to be some kind of separation between close round, even if a knockdown is not scored.
Sure. You know, some of that hand speed has slowed. There we go again, though, as he begins to string punches together, just as we were about to say he was slowing down a bit. Here comes Ruiz. He looks mean, and he's hunting his man.
Lopez is feeling those body shots.
Oh, yeah. Well, fundamentally, he looks pretty solid. Coming forward, not a lot of head movement, but nothing coming back from Ray Lopez. Andy Ruiz is undefeated, arguably untested. And this is not much of a test. It's really a sparring session for him. Two guys, little men, and the interim IBF. It's an eliminator, actually, a title eliminator. It's Andy Ruiz in the black and blue, laying that kind of work on Ray Lopez. Look at the swelling under the eye, left eye of Ray Lopez. He's taking a beating tonight. Oh, a big right hand. And that's saying a lot for heavyweights.
Al final, Ruiz hizo lo suficiente para cumplir con confianza, continuando su camino mientras dejaba a López comiendo polvo. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Francisco Díaz. Otro examen de bajo nivel para Ruiz, esta vez frente a Francisco Díaz. Se esperaba que Ruiz hiciera el trabajo con autoridad, pero si no estaba concentrado, esto podía complicarse.
This is a kid, he may weigh 262 pounds, but you're going to be surprised by his hand speed, which is just tremendous.
Diaz boxing off the back foot now. Look at that hook from Ruiz. We'll see if he starts to let his hands go. He's got a good sense of range. There's the hook, followed right hand hook. So a three-punch combination from a heavyweight. It's always a pleasure to see. There's two of them as he really lets his hands fly.
Because every time he throws that jab, his hand comes down towards his waistline or towards his chest.
There it is, another combination from Ruiz. How does Freddie have time for all these guys, huh? Because he lives it. Oh, nice exchange, and it was Ruiz punching first and last, and he clocks Diaz. Diaz is moving backwards. He gets clipped with the right hand now. Nick Charles, Rich Murata, and Gennaro Hernandez ringside with you in Anaheim, California.
That right hand must have stung him. Diaz right here because he got hurt.
Diaz not holding on. He's in trouble now, and Ruiz pushes him off. Now they're center of the ring. And
all right, let's take a look at that action. Now you see Ruiz advancing behind the left jab, and there was that right that Gennaro Hernandez was looking and waiting for.
Another impressive round for Andy Ruiz in the black and gold, but it looks like Francisco Diaz will make it out of the first one. Not so fast.
He does have to beat this count.
And he looks like he's still hurt right now, look. You look at his body, he looks like he's still kind of off balance here.
Jab and came through, and then later on in the round landed that left hook, one left hook down.
And again, this guy's a four-rounder right now, 6 pro fights, Andy Ruiz. We'll see what happens when he starts stretching out. But I just love the pace he fights at. He knows he had Diaz in big trouble, and Diaz is hanging on already.
And this is his 6th professional fight, and his 7th actually, but in his first 2, he weighed in the 290s.
Yes.
So he's coming down.
That left hook.
There's that right. What a vicious right.
The left hook started it, and the right hook seems to have finished it. And Jack Reese doesn't need to count on this one as Francisco Diaz.
You know, he can cross over between both cultures.
Oh, look at this here. There's the hook.
It was that overhand right, and then the left hook, and then the right uppercut.
Woo.
And you know what? To me, I think Diaz is actually lucky that he didn't get that right uppercut right on the jaw when he was going down.
Good point.
¿Necesitas mostrar un temperamento élite mucho antes de enfrentar una prueba élite? Y eso era exactamente lo que Ruiz debía hacer aquí. Al final, Diaz simplemente no fue rival para este potente mexicano. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Kelsey Arnold. Llegaba a este combate con la experiencia profesional más sólida hasta ese momento. Pero Ruiz ya comenzaba a sentirse cómodo dentro del ring. La capacidad de Andy para definir peleas empezaba a salir a la superficie.
He's a knockout puncher, and although he is big and heavy, Gennaro, he is a kid who has extremely, and I mean extremely quick hands.
I was just going to say, a person just by his looks. Andy Ruiz is one of these guys that if you see out in the streets, you'll say, oh wow, look at this. He's just tearing up on Kelsey right now. You heard him with a good uppercut.
Yeah, it was a good right hand, and now Ruiz is already moving in. He looks like he wants to make it a short night to what would be his best weight, which will probably be in the 240s.
Well, he's looking very good right now. He got an opponent right there that's actually giving him that opportunity to show his power. He's not utilizing that jab like he's trying to do right now. It just seems like good body shot right there. He claimed it was a low blow. He claimed it was a low blow. Referee goes, nope, let's go. None of that.
It was almost a standing 8 count for him. It looks like Arnold's about done. He's just about taken enough of the power, it looks like, from Ruiz. And Andy moving in, looking for a first-round KO here tonight. Doing his training, and Arnold is in big trouble here in round 1.
And the referee is telling Kelsey, start throwing punches, because he's not doing anything. He's just receiving.
And kind of set things up. And just a variety of punches, and Arnold is not going to be able to take this too much longer. Come to the end of round 1. Kind of lists that you see. What do you see from him tonight here, Gennaro? You can utilize it. A good jab to the body can be a nice weapon for you.
Good left hook.
And a right hand over the top to end that exchange. And
Kelsey with that punch.
Arnold, a big man himself at 6'3", 241 pounds. He's 27 years old. Final minute of round number 2. Arnold trying to keep him off with jabs. And again, Ruiz jabs to the body. And he does that a lot more than most fighters do.
Yeah, he just landed a good left hook. Oh, good right hand.
And as you notice, that jab to the body will at times. And it's not a knockdown. It comes at the end of the round and it causes a dispute and a little bit of controversy. Some rather frantic action as Arnold, frustrated, just pushed Ruiz into the ropes, and then Ruiz answered with a punch after the bell. Ruiz comes in again, still using that jab to the body. Now goes in flat with a flashy combination. Almost loses his footing, however.
I don't know how his interviews would be, but that's one thing that I think that Andy Ruiz should not take in consideration. Oh, should not listen and take advantage of.
Right
Arnold,
here. Arnold's just about done here. He's bleeding badly from the nose. And if Ruiz really just looks at getting some precise punches and really hitting his target, but he's just kind of throwing. And as we moved into round 3 here, as you can see, Andy Ruiz just picking up the pace. I don't think Kelsey Arnold wants any more of this. Nearly goes down from a shot to the body. And Ruiz, it's his job to just keep punching. And the referee should step in and stop the fight right now. And he does.
It was a good stoppage. It just didn't look like Kelsey had whatever he needed to win this fight.
All out to look for an end to the fight. And frankly, it looked to me like Arnold was about ready for this thing to end too. And David Mendoza stepped in and just called it at that point.
Al final, Ruiz necesitó 3 asaltos para bajar el martillo. Si algo quedó completamente claro, fue que estaba mejorando y mucho. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Álvaro Morales. En muchos sentidos, Álvaro Morales era casi un reflejo físico de Ruiz. De hecho, llegó al ring con casi 300 libras, teniendo una ventaja de 35 libras. Pero el tamaño por sí solo no gana peleas de boxeo.
Yeah, and to his credit, you know, he started out, this is only his 9th fight. His first fight he weighed 297. He came in here at 256. He's gotten lighter and lighter with every fight.
Works in the corner of Andy Ruiz, but not with him here tonight.
No, not with him tonight, but he does talk in glowing terms about Andy Ruiz.
Ruiz is waiting a little bit too much. He needs to start establishing that jab, Barry. There you go.
It's a good jab, and he does. There's a double jab. There's a left hand thrown by Ruiz, who gets a little bit busier here in the second round.
Yeah, they told him in the...
Well, you know, you talk about Morales. That was a little short, that left hook. That time Ruiz got there with a left hand and a right behind it. There's another right hand, top of the head. Ruiz starts this round like he did the last one. Starts out busy and then just kind of falls asleep in the middle of the round.
Yeah, but for some reason, I just don't know why he keeps single punching it. I mean, he's throwing that nice jab, setting up to set up combinations. You gotta let him, there you go. You gotta let him go, put him together in that kind of way. There's some of the best combinations in that last round by the side view, which makes it more difficult for your opponent to land that big shot. There it goes. Nice double jab by. I'll tell you what, if he loses this round, Ruiz, they got to wake him up there in the corner. I think he's losing this round too.
Hands free, hands free, hands free. Stop, stop, stop. Get out of there.
Ruiz tried to jump and did get there with the right hand.
And he did the right thing after throwing that low blow.
And a combination again. Now Morales going backward a little bit.
just threes and twos and threes, and he's not following up.
A short right hand a moment ago, I think might have got Morales' attention. 30 seconds left in this fight. Neither man has really been hurt in this fight.
He knows how to survive. He knows how to throw some good combinations and hold his opponent, crowd him, lean on him.
He knows how to do everything except win.
Right. You could tell by the draws and the losses, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he's in every fight. He's competitive.
Se necesitaron los 6 asaltos para cerrar el combate, pero el resultado fue el mismo. Peleas como esta fueron una experiencia de aprendizaje invaluable para un joven Ruiz. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Carl Davis. Hasta este punto, Carl Davis traía consigo una de las mejores experiencias al ring, pero Ruiz también era experimentado y cada vez más confiado en su capacidad para apagar las luces de sus rivales. Resultó que esta pelea fue un auténtico paseo por el parque.
He's in good shape, and as I mentioned, training with a kid from New Zealand, Joseph Parker. And, oh, look at that! Straight right hand and the left hook catches Davis right away. That'll give you an indication of the power of Andy Ruiz. It's up to 6 and 7. He gets up, but he's been tagged right away in the first round here. And remember what I told you, Ruiz has power. He's got 12 knockouts. He's got this guy ready to go again. And down he goes hard. This fight's all over as he banged his head hard on the floor as Ruiz crushed one to his jaw. 2 big shots, and this thing's over before the seats get warm for the heavyweight fight. My goodness gracious, this guy's still hurt. Jay Nady didn't even bother to count him out. I think he, right away in the early going, bang, and a crushing right hand, followed with a left hand. So he got another left in there at the end. So you get the brain spinning one way with the right hand. Watch this now. Watch the right hand first and then the 2 lefts. Boom, boom, and boom. And that's it. Into the fight, just a crushing right hand body shot. And he's right on him again with a left hook, and that's all she wrote. And look at the eyes right there. He's able to sit up.
Davis no tenía la más mínima oportunidad ahí dentro. Y si algo quedó claro, fue que Ruiz estaba listo para subir el nivel de competencia. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Ángel Herrera. Sin embargo, antes de poder abrirse paso al nivel élite, Ruiz todavía tenía algunas pruebas por superar. Ángel Herrera pesó apenas media libra menos que Andy. Ambos eran iguales en la báscula. Pero ¿cómo se desempeñarían en el ring?
Well, the one thing about Andy is he was fought the first couple of his fights as a professional over 290 pounds. He's now down into the 240s. Every fight he weighs a little bit less. And one thing you will find out about Andy as this fight goes along.
You can see those quick hands that you were talking about, Rich. Came very quickly over the top.
Andy has good but not great power, but the thing is he hits you so fast so many times. That's the way he's scoring most of his knockouts. He's getting around the ring pretty well right now. As you can see, he's fairly light on his feet, believe it or not.
Caught Herrera stepping in that time and pushes him up against the ropes. Good sharp right hand, short right hand by Ruiz. And again, that sharp, short right hand. And that's got Herrera backing up.
Ruiz is from Mexicali, living now in the United States. He speaks perfect English, by the way, so if he goes on, there's going to be a couple of cultures that are claiming him.
Big body shots from Ruiz, and Herrera doesn't look like he wants much more of this.
He's just about ready to go, Herrera, here. It may be quick. We've seen a number of quick Andy Ruiz fights.
Those body shots really taking a toll.
Stop, break, step back.
And just develop.
Yeah, and in the few fights that I've seen him, he's improved every fight. And he talked about his weight. Round 2.
Andy Ruiz last year in Grapevine, Texas, on the night before at the hotel boxing match the night before Manny Pacquiao fought.
Right.
Joshua Clottey, we saw Andy Ruiz knock out an opponent in one round. It was an eye-catching performance. And then back here in Thackerville, Oklahoma, he's fought in October and November, December, had 2 fights in February, and he's right back here again. So they're keeping him active.
And as you said, he's lost 45 pounds over the course of time that he's been a professional fighter. Good chopping right hand by Ruiz, and that hurt Herrera.
Stop, break, step back,
Another short right hand, backs Herrera up.
You saw the quickness of hand there, Barry, with that punch. It looks like it's going to be a good jab. If he throws it out there more, it's going to help him set up his combinations. His combinations are what he needs. As he goes on long fights, tougher fighters, he will have the eye-catching speed.
You could hear how his punches sound too. Those body shots are really thrown with authority. Herrera with a little moment of his own there.
But this is a fighter that Andy should be able to get out of there. And Ruiz kind of allowing Herrera to come back on him here. And I don't know if Ruiz is getting a little tired himself, but he's not punching with the frequency that he did in round.
Herrera's had a couple of moments here in the second round. I'm not sure it's enough to win the round. Good right hand right there, and it came behind a quick left. This is round 3 of this 6-round fight.
Angel Herrera with a 6-4-3 record coming in here tonight. But Andy Ruiz, undefeated.
Stop!
Ruiz, slight discoloration under the right eye, a little bit of puffiness under the right eye.
Stop, break, step back. Let's go!
Excited that Andy has been sparring with Holyfield, doing a good job with Holyfield. Of course, learning whatever he could by getting in with a great fighter like that, no matter what Holyfield does.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think Herrera may have fired his last salvo here. A right hand a moment ago from Ruiz drove Herrera into the ropes.
Pick your hands up, let's jab, let's go. There you go, baby. See that? Don't post him.
Yeah, that's really been kind of a rumor. He threw it a couple of times in the first round. I haven't seen it in the last 2.
That little fallback left hook that Ruiz does nicely.
Good body shot once again. I think Herrera has a lot left in the tank.
And that's why I wonder if Ruiz is actually going to try to KO his man, or whether he's just in there to win, get the work.
Ruiz in the green and black trunks and Herrera in the blue and white. Ruiz 9-0.
And of course, there is the matter that Freddie Roach is not here. Freddie's been in his corner most of the time, but that they've been together. But the fact is that Freddie's tied up with Manny Pacquiao right now and has to devote the bulk of his day to Pacquiao. Now here, I believe Ruiz is looking here to get something done.
Yeah, and that overhand right hand is there for him almost any time.
Ruiz even flashing a jab to the body there. I think you're right. Freddie, I'm sure, is watching this fight intently this evening and seeing some things, carefully noting every word that Barry Tompkins has to say.
Absolutely. Freddie always does. He owes his entire success to me.
Stop, break.
Herrera, and he hasn't really he's not really sharp shooting with him, but there's that jab again.
And it's really a good one.
Ruiz got caught there with the right hand.
Yeah, he did. He gets a little careless every now and then. Uppercut slipped in by Herrera.
Stop, break, step back. Box.
Herrera just keeps coming forward, I got to say that.
Ruiz gets around the ring pretty good. He got caught by right again. He's relaxing defensively here and getting caught in the 4th round. I think Ruiz is going to be better if he flashes out. He's backing up here. I think he's going to be better you know, just striking out that jab and getting his opponents to back up, Barry, and getting them in a vulnerable position to where he can unload those quick combinations.
Good left hand right there. But again, he took a right hand from Herrera. Right hand again from Herrera. Combination by Ruiz, but Herrera right back with the right hand.
First time I've seen Andy mark that puffiness around the right eye becoming more evident underneath it.
That right hand buckled the knees of Herrera, and another right hand, and Herrera may be ready to go. Good body shot. Right hand right back. And Herrera just trying to hold on, takes another right hand. He's wobbled. He is in deep trouble now. Ruiz just trying to finish the job. Quick combination once again. Body shot.
Seeing some of the variety that Ruiz can bring to the floor, Barry, that right hand to the body, it was a right cross to the body. When do you ever see that? Nobody thought.
You know, this fight should be stopped about now. It will not take very much at all. But he is still fighting. I got to say that for Herrera.
Remember, too, about Ruiz, he's only 21 years old, really learning on the job.
Those body shots are really damaging.
He's certainly willing to go to the body.
He had a shot with the right hand, just came up a little short, did Herrera. And Herrera will survive this 5th round. Herrera comes out battling in this final round.
Now they're coming back on.
And again, Ruiz forcing Herrera into a corner.
I'm not trying to go overboard with Andy, but let's face it, there's a dearth of talent in the heavyweight division.
Absolutely.
It does not take a lot to move up the ladder, and I see him as a kid with the potential of doing just that. And because of his Mexican roots, friendly nature, bilingual abilities, I mean, he has a chance, really, if he really keeps at it, to get a considerable fan base.
I think that's absolutely right. Herrera in survival mode now. Again, the lead, kind of a half uppercut. Chopping right hand once again.
Gentle demeanor, and may need to get a little meaner inside the ring. A meaner demeanor.
Meaner demeanor, I like that.
Think Freddie wrote that one down?
I'm sure he's taking notes. Nice combination there. Big time combination. Ruiz has done everything except finish here tonight.
Stop, right. 10 seconds. So he's going to settle for a second consecutive decision victory at the 6th-round distance.
And this one will be a lopsided decision. I'm quite sure he will win every round on the judges' cards.
Fue un trámite más para Ruiz y otro paso en la dirección correcta. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Elijah McCall. Elijah McCall llegó al ring con un impresionante récord de 11-1. Pero frente al poder de Andy Ruiz, pronto se daría cuenta de que había mordido más de lo que podía masticar.
Nearly 50 pounds lighter at 256, and he can get down even more. He's a big banger. Elijah McCall has a lot of knockouts himself. So let's see how it goes. They're both in black trunks. The guy with the trim on the black trunks is Andy. Elijah McCall has the white shoes on, so you can spot them easy enough. Solid black is McCall. White trim is Ruiz. Man, this guy's the real deal.
Mexican Olympian. He's had well over 100 fights.
good, well-schooled fighter. Nice jab, fast hands.
Very quick hands for a man that's this big. This guy's an athlete. In the amateurs, he was 105-5 with all kinds of titles, including going to the Olympics for Mexico. And his dad could take a great punch, too. This kid has got
Really nice left hook by Ruiz then.
Ruiz
came back with the right hand.
Massey in Chicago. That was a 5th round knockout. So he's been in against big guys.
And McCall's bleeding from the mouth at the moment as a result of some of those chopping left hooks.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. Look at it, loading up the right hand as McCall, but Ruiz just able to gobble it up. So when damage is done, you got to give the first round to Andy Ruiz, who has turned pro and has 16-0 with 10 knockouts in Andy Ruiz. This kid is an athlete. Oh, nice left hook by Oliver. Right back comes Ruiz. Another thing is, Kev, that I'm seeing early, he's Elijah, Oliver's son.
Oliver's son.
Right hand again, left hook in there by Andy. But this is Elijah, his son. Nice kid, heavyweight.
There's a chopping right hand, that's hurt him.
Yeah. There it is, the right hand on the ear again. His knees look a little bit loose, and he has to hang on.
Every morning, here's some action from the early rounds. There's that overhand right by Andy Ruiz, and again chopping with the right hand. And we'll just see what sort of the finisher Andy Ruiz is. He's got Elijah McCall shook up a little bit. He caught him again with the left hook and the right hand.
Catches him with the left hook, the right hand, trying to push him off. Oliver's kind of hanging on because he is hurt. He's very flat-footed right now. Another left hook, right hand. McCall hanging in there pretty good with the kind of shots that he's been hit with.
Some great work with the left hook and the right hand at the moment. But he just got hit with a nice right hand. But like you said before, Bob, he shows great chin.
Oliver McCall is only 224 pounds, but he's also 24 years of age. Heavyweights don't mature till they almost get to 30 when they get up around 230, 240. Top Rank actually has Andy Ruiz, and their matchmakers are great.
Terrific left jabs.
He's won the first 2 rounds of this fight. Nice stiff jab again. Boy, he's got a terrific jab. There's the right hand behind it. Left hook. Woo! By the way, the judges are Bob Bennett, Dwayne Ford, and Glenn Trowbridge. Now, Kev, let me ask you.
McCall's got a jab. He's got a jab and move around them. I'll tell you what, Andy Ruiz is too strong for him to stand there with. He's got to move around them.
Oh, big right hand again, snaps the head of McCall. Touching your body, it hurts. He's hitting him hard. The big shots. Left hand, right hand behind. Boy, I'm really pleasantly surprised at the hand speed of Andy Ruiz. I just didn't expect a guy, when you know, a guy like Butterbean, who was, his size was not the athlete that this guy is, and he just wailed away, but this guy's a boxer.
He's had catching them, Bob, on both sides of the head. He uses his jab as a weapon.
Talked about him being 300 pounds, and right now he's letting all 254 pounds go at it.
There are little things that he was doing wrong, but when he had him hurt, that overhand right, the left hook, he was very accurate. He kept throwing punches, and McCall did not know where he was. His legs went with about 30 seconds to go, and I knew then it was only a...
McCall reeling right in, a big right hand again. Heels it down, blasts the body. His legs are really sharp right now. Closing seconds in the 3rd round. Penny Bayless looking very close. You don't want to see McCall get hurt. He can stop this fight. It's all over. He stopped the fight right at the bell. He doesn't want him to get hit anymore. He's out on his feet. This is a 3rd round technical knockout victory by Andy Ruiz right at the bell. Boy, that's something else. This guy, watch this again. See, these clean headshots, Kenny didn't want him, and Kenny had made up his mind.
En el tercer asalto, la pelea fue detenida, sumando otra pluma más al sombrero de Ruiz. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Matthew Greer. Matthew Greer trajo una experiencia decente al ring, pero estaba a punto de ser completamente destruido. Y no tardó nada en que Ruiz encontrara la distancia.
In December, he was 256. He's dropped another 10 pounds, and he's going to keep coming down. This guy can bang, let me tell you something. Big Jeff Grimoge, who works with him. Mexican junior national champion in 07 and 08, a Mexican national champion. Turned pro in March of 09 with a first-round knockout over Miguel Ramos in a fight I called down in Tijuana. And this guy can hit. He knocked out 6 of his first 8 pro opponents. Chopping in these already, Carlos. He's got Greer down in the first round here with a left hook and then a right hand chopping to his ear. And take a look at this replay.
There's those body shots. That left hook to the body, beautiful. Right hand right on top of the head and just right by the ear. And that.
Don't be fooled by his body style. This is a guy that's trained down to this size, and he can bang. He's a very, very good athlete, a better athlete than perhaps what his body looks like. And he hits so hard, he may be able to contend someday in the heavyweight division if he keeps fighting the way he's going. Again, he's 17-0 with 11 knockouts. He's short as the big heavyweights go. He's only 6'2", but he can really bang, and Greer's finding that out right away. A big body shot, and Greer touched the knee, so he's going to have to take this standing 8 count. It's up to 5 now already, as Jack Ruiz will give him the 8 count, I should say.
That body shot again.
With just under a minute to go, Andy Ruiz could take him right out right now. This guy's looking ready to go because down another time.
Oh, he's covering out. Those body shots are hurting.
As I said, folks, Andy Ruiz is an athlete, and he will hurt you. And he's certainly hurting Big Greer. Matthew Greer needs to tie him up because his corner's yelling into him to tie him up. Taking uppercut shots. That time he fell down. That's he tripped over his feet. But Greg Cummings yelling from the corner, tie this guy up. Don't let him bang away at you. But you can't walk into the kill zone with your head down and your gloves beside your head because, oh, there's a right hand down. And that's it, the 3rd knockdown. And the referee says that's it. It's all over. So it's a technical knockout victory for Andy Ruiz, who gets the job done with another first-round knockout. A real hard right hand that time. And look at this, digging body shot again. And he cracks him on the ear. Oh, man, he just stood in the kill zone with a strong right hand.
That right hand was right down the middle. I mean, you know, look at this. There's no motion. Just comes right off the shoulder the way it should. So direct line to the chin. That's the quickest way to get there.
Incluso para los estándares de Andy, esta fue una exhibición verdaderamente dominante. Greer simplemente no debía estar en el mismo ring que él.
Ruiz Jr.
Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Ken Frank. Ken Frank trajo mucha presencia física a la pelea. Tenía 40 libras más que Ruiz, superándose ampliamente en tamaño. Pero Ruiz salió con algo que demostrar. Para el segundo asalto, Ruiz ya había dejado claro que esto era un desajuste desde el inicio. Todo ese peso extra resultó ser solo peso muerto.
Tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 53 segundos del segundo
Tonight he fights a guy that is bigger than him. We're usually watching him fight guys that are much smaller than he is, but Ruiz, you will see, if you haven't seen him before, while he isn't chiseled and he fights flat-footed, he is very quick-handed. I think he has 2 of the fastest hands in the heavyweight division, and people are shocked by his speed.
See him going to the body right there, working on Ken Franks. Ken Franks is a correctional officer.
A bunch of prisoners or go out on the river and
hang out
in Arizona on a beautiful
wow, right up top. Ruiz really showing some speed there, Rich.
That's Frank trying to box him. He's a kid who fights very well. He's got good power, although he's finding the guys a little harder to knock out than he did early on his career. There's that speed of hand. Look how quick he unloads those punches.
8-punch combination upstairs. Ken Frank said he was going to try to box this kid, but
he has worked a lot with Freddie Roach at the Wild Card Gym, but now he's working out in training in Las Vegas and getting a little bit more concentrated training.
The young fighter who was trying to do that as a Mexican hair control. There's the upstairs slapping around right there. The hook's coming fast and furious. I was going to say he sparred with Chris Arreola.
And he goes, they're shocked by what comes at them.
Closing out the first round of the heavyweight fight tonight. We'll be right back from Parker, Arizona.
Right as we were breaking for commercial, this came right as the bell, or actually after the. That's not that much further for him to go. He's never going to be a chiseled heavyweight.
It's just not the body type to even think about that. But he says he's running 4 miles in the morning and doing his sprints at 4 miles. Man, that's like a truck going down the road. And Frank stuck his head in right there, and he's paying the price. Left hand, right hand, up against the ropes, digging to the body.
Every fight, and he's really got, this is the speed of hand I told you about. This kid has got tremendously fast hands for a heavyweight at 252 or whatever.
He's staggered. He took a lot of punishment there. He doesn't have a lot of an answer right here.
No, Ruiz knows it. He's just trying to keep him off with his long left, but that's just not working.
No. He's just getting pounded out. Soto looking in, the referee. I think Frank's combination's just going to fall right over. The towel's been tossed by the corner, and they're going to wave it off.
He can really fire a lot of punches. He fires with a lot of power. Now, this is the beginning of the end, basically, as Frank got caught in this corner up against the ropes. And I think at any time the fight could have been stopped here. And, of course, you know, it's up to Andy Ruiz to just keep punching until it is. And finally, the towel came in. Frank's spit out his mouthpiece. The referee stopped the fight, and that was it. Andy, a little bit sloppy here at the end, but I think that's partially because of the way that Frank was presenting himself and hanging on him. And
Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Joe Hanks. Con el título intercontinental de la WBO en juego, Ruiz dio el salto al combate más grande de su carrera hasta ese momento. El invicto Joe Hanks, con récord de 21-0, no era ninguna broma. Si buscas la pelea que marcó el salto de Ruiz al siguiente nivel, esta fue.
Fight live, although that is the one other fight that they've ever had here at the Venetian. That was a heavyweight fight many years ago.
And Ruiz himself will tell you, he says, my opponents underestimate me because I'm not buff. I'm a little bit chubby. And he said he promised to entertain the fans. Nice right hand caught Hanks, and that made Hanks do a little dance into his corner. And he did flash that one big right hand. There's a second right hand. Respond and how they conduct themselves. That'll really help them, but it's not helping them right now against Andy Ruiz, who's looking terrific through this first round and a half. Andy with another overhand right, a hard combination, and Hanks in some trouble. Legs giving way a little bit, and it's possible if Ruiz can...
no punches, no punches, let's go!
Andy's kind of soft-spoken. He can be funny to be around. But Hanks isn't laughing right now. He just ate that left hand. Good jab to the body by Ruiz. Different amateur championships, Golden Gloves and the like. Nice combination from Ruiz. Follow-up right by Ruiz. Good left hook to the body by Ruiz, and I think Andy's got 2 rounds in the books. Ruiz didn't seem too bothered by it, but Rafael Ramos caught it. There's another good left by Hanks, but then a good left to the head by Andy Ruiz, and Ruiz now answering back.
Let's go.
Andy Ruiz in the white and red trunks. Hanks lunging at him with that left hook. Oh, tremendous left hook! Andy Ruiz flattens Joe Hanks. Hanks shakes his head, and he's in trouble. At the count of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did he make it? Oh, he got up. I mean, that was 9 3/4. I thought he was about to be counted out. Here comes Andy Ruiz, and down goes Hanks for the second time. The fight is over, and Andy Ruiz has the biggest win of his young career.
Ruiz se mostró como un peso pesado élite en este combate, y su verdadera entrada en la contienda por títulos había comenzado oficialmente. Andy Ruiz Jr. versus Thor Hammer. Otra prueba dura llegó en la figura de Thor Hammer. Con 21 victorias y solo 2 derrotas, este combate nos mostraría exactamente dónde estaba Ruiz. ¿Estaba Thor Hammer realmente a la altura? Pronto lo sabríamos.
But don't be fooled, folks. As you watch this kid with his heavy, thick body around the middle can flat out fight. Very quick hands, a good jab, digging body shot.
looked disdainfully at him.
Andy fought last time we were here. Great performance against Joe Hanks, Colonel.
Larry, you mentioned he was high as almost 300 pounds at one time.
He hasn't been able to match his seriousness by getting in better shape. A professional series they have in Great Britain where you fight 3 times in one night, and he came out winning the 3 fights, 3 3-round fights.
Nice shot there. Right back comes Heyman.
His punctuation is always a vulgarity of some kind or other in every sentence, but there's no mean-spiritedness in it.
No. He's not mean-spirited at all. He's a really nice kid. To give him the round, so let's see what happens here.
Like that.
That's the best combination of punch and law by Ruiz. Nice straight right hand, step the head back that time. Like no other division, one punch can change it in a hurry.
Oh, better round here for Andy.
Hamer tries to circle around the ropes.
Using that jab very well to set up his...
Just may have taken the wind out of his sail, because he's not the same fighter he was the first couple of rounds. There's a body shot, borderline low, but that takes a lot out of a guy. Hub, speaking on New Year's Eve, we expect to have a big crowd in there for that. Look forward to seeing you. Got some surprises for them. I'm going to turn a couple of pigs loose in there. Then we're going to eat them. So, Larry, maybe you'd like to come to New Zealand.
Bring it in, Andy.
For New Year's Eve.
All right. It looks like Tor Hamer has retired.
He has retired. It's all over. He took a big beating in the corner.
Al final, Ruiz lo sacó del combate antes de que siquiera pudiera arrancar de verdad. Sería la última aparición de Homer como boxeador profesional. Eventualmente, Ruiz daría una de las mayores sorpresas de la historia al vencer al poderoso Anthony Joshua, entregándole al británico la primera derrota de su carrera. A partir de ahí, Ruiz aseguró la revancha millonaria y con la cuenta bancaria llena, comenzó a bajar su ritmo de actividad, satisfecho tras una carrera dura. ¿Qué opinas de la carrera de Andy Ruiz Jr.? ¿Y en qué lugar pondrías su victoria sobre Anthony Joshua entre las mayores sorpresas de la historia del boxeo? Déjanos tus opiniones y hot takes en los comentarios.